Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Tom, and this is episode number 66. In today's episode, we are going to rebuild the fractionator and incorporate the automatic piler. This way we can produce more Deuterium in a smaller build. So with that said, guys, let's get started with episode 66. Okay, so in the last episode, we were working on the reforming, refine, and here is the completed build here that I did off screen. It wrapped all the way over here. And if I zoom in here, let's take a look at what we have. Well, look at all this refined oil we have in storage. We got almost 6 storage tanks full of refined oil. Not only that, we have the X-ray cracking setup here, which is also filled with hydrogen, refined oil, and energetic graphite. So we're looking really good on that front. The last thing we need to do is work on our Deuterium build. I'm not making too much Deuterium. So if I say, let's set this to a minute and let's scroll down here. You can see our Deuterium our Deuterium is not doing too well here. I think we could do a lot better. So we're going to beef up that quite a bit. So I'm going to go to the old build and I'm going to take a look and see where it's at. Here it is. So if we turn around, I think it's over in this direction. Okay, so here is the old build. I'm going to steal these tanks. And yeah, so we're fractionating. We're passing through about 720 a minute. So yeah, I think we could do better than this, guys. So let's find a place for the new build. So I'm just gonna fly around here. I remember where the location of our water. I think I want to do it over here. No, we want to do it near the water. Where is the water? Let's take a look. It's beginning to be difficult to find your builds, even on the large scale map here. Where is it at? Here it is. It's way up here. Okay, let's head over there. And I think we do it. I think we do the Deuterium build here. Okay, and I'm actually going to grab some foundation. Okay. And let's flatten this. And some of you guys are wondering, where did I get all the foundation? Well, I'll tell you. I went over to Crab and I landed on Crab 1 and Ela Crab 1, I believe it was Ela Crab 1, had a lot of soil pile, and so I just planted down quite a bit of buildings, and I got about 3 million soil pile out of that. So that's where I got it from. All right, so the goal is to get a 4 stack of hydrogen onto one belt and then pass that through the fractionator. So that's what I'm gonna do here right now. And so I'm gonna come out with the hydrogen. And for some reason, this piler is double stacked. We don't want that. Okay. And we're just going to come out with the hydrogen and into the automatic pilers. Okay. And let's call that hydrogen in. Say we want 2,000. Okay, and we want deuterium. Okay, excellent. And then we need to place a couple more automatic pilers here. That's a little too close. And I think those are actually too close as well. I think we need to come out like that. Okay. Good. Excellent. And let's place a Tesla tower here. Okay. And let's connect these two belts to be one belt. Like that. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part. Now we're going to pass the 4 stack of hydrogen through the automatic pilers, through the fractionator, and hopefully we're going to be fractionating a lot of hydrogen into deuterium. So here is the wonderful fractionator. And I'm seeing we're going to need a splitter here. So I'm going to place a splitter down here. And the reason why I need a splitter is because we need to cycle the hydrogen through in a finite loop through the fractionators. So I'm going to place a Tesla tower in here. And I'll flip this. So I want to do something like that. Okay. And this is strictly for testing here. So I'm going to come over here with the deuterium. That's the exit point. And in it goes. Okay, good. Now this is the loop for the hydrogen. And we need to set the filter for this, but we first need to connect the belt like this. And we want to give this priority because we want the hydrogen to keep looping around. And whenever there is a gap, this belt will fill it with hydrogen. Okay, and then we come out with the hydrogen and through the fractionator. And so now we're passing 4 stacks. We will be soon anyways. Right now I think this is just 2 stack. Let's get the 4 stack in there. Okay. Okay. Excellent. All right, so 4 stack is going in, and through the automatic, or through the through the fractionator. And so here we are passing roughly just over 5,000, okay, less than 5,000 hydrogen through this. And what's happening, now that I see it, and I'll show you here. Do you see how the hydrogen is wobbling a bit? That's because we have 2 stacks and 1 stacks in here. And now that I see it, the fractionator actually pulls off of the stack. So a 4 stack goes in through the fractionator pulls that one of the hydrogen off the 4 stack, goes into the fractionator, and then it shoots out a 3 stack. Therefore, it's not processing, and then the 3 stack will go into this one. And so it's going to be even less. So if I click on this, it says 2,900. But if I click on this guy, it should be bigger. Okay, so they're roughly the same. Okay, so let's see if I place an automatic piler here and I stack them up by 3s. We should get more hydrogen through the fractionators now. Okay, see now it's stacking them? It's stacking it up by 3. But the issue is it's not a full belt here. Okay. It's not a full belt coming through here. So how do we fix this? Well, we need to add more automatic pilers. So what I'm going to do is delete these. And I will place a automatic piler here and a automatic piler there. Connect them. Okay. And then I'm going to place a fractionator here and here. And then I am going to route the belt through the fractionator, out and back through the fractionator and through the automatic piler. Okay. So if we let this run a bit, we're getting the total max. Okay, we needed to do the output here. Oh, and this is facing the wrong way, so let's change that. This is also facing the wrong way. So I am also going to change that to face the other way. So it needs to go this way. And that fractionator needs to go that way. Okay. And so out it goes. In goes the hydrogen. We'll take a look at the fractionator here once I clean this up. Okay, so let's take a look at the fractionator and see how much we are getting here. Okay, so now we're passing through 7,000 hydrogen a minute. This one is 7,200, and the reason why that is because it's getting a 4 stack. A full belt 4 stack. That's why. So this is the highest amount. And so this is telling me that you need a MK3 and a 4 stack of hydrogen to get the max amount here. Now, so that the hydrogen passes through the fractionator and it takes one hydrogen off, right? And as you can see, that one hydrogen, you can see a little dip there, right? There's one little dip. And that one little dip is the difference here. So now we're getting less than 7,200 because of that dip. Isn't that crazy? So what if I placed, and I'm solely experimenting here, guys. I'm figuring this out as I go. So I'm going to place it through this automatic piler and we'll let it run. And so now this one is actually getting 7,200. Okay, so we're getting a dip now. So it's not perfect. But look, 6,000 to 7,000 hydrogen passing through this is amazing. If we actually go look at our old build over here, this is how much hydrogen we've been passing through, 720. We've been only passing 720 hydrogen a minute. Just in this build alone, we're passing 7,200. Yeah, 7,200. Okay, so this is a huge improvement here. So the longer this build is, the less hydrogen is going to reach this side of the belt because the fractionator is pulling off one hydrogen off the 4 stack, okay? And so this side is not going to be as good as this side. So we don't want to make these builds really large. They want to be like, you want them to be like micro builds, like a bunch of micro builds is how I'm seeing this as I go along here. So I'm just going to use a lot of automatic pilers here. I don't know what is going to happen, but the only way to find out is to try it. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's do Let's do 6. Maybe 6 is the biggest build we need on this. And then we just repeat it several times. I don't know, but we're going to find out. So let's pass that hydrogen through. Okay, and now we need to bring it out. Okay. All right, so let's see how this performs. Okay, so this side is always going to be 7,200. And if we go on the far side of the loop, which is this guy, this is always going to be the weakest one. Okay, so the weakest one is floating between 6,900 to 7,000 right now in this one loop. And let's let it run for a little bit here. Okay. So now it's dipping down to 6. It's really hard to tell because it's okay. It just went up to 7,000. This is 6,800. This is 7,000. Yeah. So as you see, the more you have, the less efficient it's going to be, as each fractionator is pulling the hydrogen off of the 4 stack. And so now we have a belt mixed with 3 to 4 stacks. And so if we do a really long build, then it's going to be 2 to 3 to 4 stacks of hydrogen. So doing big builds of this is really not efficient, which is very counterintuitive. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do multiple stacks of these, or multiple rows of these, and they're going to be micro ones. So I'm going to say 6 is the max amount, and I'm going to place storage tank here. At first I thought that the fractionator would just pull in the 4 stacks, but that is not the case. Okay. This is the wrong way. Let's reverse this. Here we go. Flip and flip. What's going on here? Okay, go inside there, belt. Thank you very much. And out you go. Okay, excellent. So I think we've established our micro build. Let's try one more thing. Let's see if we can boost this up a little bit more to, let's say, 7,000 here. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but we're going to find out real quick. Okay, so if we put that piler there, can we bump this up more? And look at that, guys. Now we're up to 2,000 or 7,000 now. It was sitting around 6,800, but now it's fluctuating between the two. So there you go. You just saw 7,200 briefly. And so that is going to improve these just slightly. Okay. Excellent. So that definitely worked. So I'm going to now use the blueprint mode and paste these down. So I want to do something like this. Copy and then V, Control V, hit Tab to center it. And so I'll do one here. One there. We're going to delete this here. And so now we have these cute little micro builds of fractionators. And I'm sure someone has probably thought up of a really efficient design, but I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do such things. So oh gosh, I forgot to proliferate. I forgot to proliferate, guys. Okay, we're gonna have to redesign this. Okay, we're gonna have to redesign this. We're gonna add the proliferator in here. I do apologize, guys. All right. Let's try this again. So we're gonna go out like this, and we'll place a spray coater here. Okay. A Tesla tower here. And then what we can do is we can add a splitter here. And a box goes here for the proliferator, and we'll set a limit to 1. We will say we want proliferator MK3, request that please. And there we go. So that is fixed, and so we can pass that through here. And again, I want to set a limit to 1,000. And unfortunately, we got to delete this. Okay. And, yeah, what a shame that is. Okay. All right, and then we are going to place down the splitter here. Okay. Great. And so this is going to go up. And this is going to go up. Place a power pole here. And our fractionator. We did 6 of them, right? So we'll do... So the automatic piler is going to go here. And there. I think the spacing's off on this one. I think that one's going to go right here. And then the fractionator is going to go like this. Perfect. Yep, that is it. And so now the proliferated hydrogen will go through the fractionator. Okay, and the output of the deuterium needs to pass through the spray coater to be proliferated. So we'll place one there. Okay. And let's do the same thing on this side. Like that. Okay. And let's place the tanks real quick. So place a storage tank here and one here. That seems off just a bit. So we'll put that there. And then, yeah, we can pass... Uh-oh. There we go. We can pass the belts through. Like that. Place some storage tanks there. Yes, thank you very much. And we're going to store that wonderful deuterium. And then out with the hydrogen eventually. And so now we need to repeat this. Like this. Till we get 6 of them. And the output of the deuterium is going to go here. Okay. And let's do the same on this side. Excellent. So now we need to extend the power using the Tesla tower. Like that. And we placed our last automatic piler here. Okay. And let's place a Tesla tower here. Great. What if we did something even crazier, guys? What if we placed another one here? And one in there. We'll see how it behaves. Yep, that's pretty crazy. And yeah, let's connect the belts. Okay. Okay, excellent. And so everything is now being proliferated. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on here. Are we missing a belt somewhere through here? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. So I see the hydrogen passing through. Okay. Those are connected. Those are connected. Yep, those belts are connected. 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 What has happened here? Uh-oh. If I pass this through like this, what will happen? Is it not connected in one of these? So I've passed it through this, and here, and here, and here. Okay, that's what's going on? Okay. Is the filter not set on this? Ah, that's what it is. So we'll set the filter like that. And then we need to grab the cargo to get this started. Yeah, okay, there it is. Problem fixed. Problem fixed. Okay, let's let this run a bit. All right, so let's take a look at this. We're sitting around 7,000, 6,800 to 7,000. One is between 6,300 to 6,500. Okay, so let's try this side. Let's say we want automatic piler. Right here. I remember this was going to give us a little bit extra. Okay. Okay, excellent. Yeah, this is looking a whole lot better. So that is going to float around 6,800 to 7,000 right here. And this will be the weakest link, but still really good production. I mean, this is just leaps and bounds superior than my last build. All right, so now that this is established, we can create, or we can use the blueprint mode and paste these once again. So that one's going to go there. And that is going to go here. Okay, and let's do this guy over here. So that is roughly 16 fractionators we have right now. Okay, so here comes the hydrogen. Let's delete some of these and distribute the tanks across. Okay. And we'll delete some of these as well. Okay. That looks better, and we could just stick the last two here. Stick the hydrogen in there. Put some drones in there. Sweet. Okay. As long as this doesn't dip below 6,000, I'm really happy with what we're doing here. Okay, guys, I think that is going to be the episode. Let's take a look at the stats panel, and let's set this to 1 minute looks good. And I'm going to star this. And what does the star do? Favorites. 1 star. Oh, okay. All right. So look, guys, we're almost producing 3,000 Deuterium. I mean, this is looking really good. And if I place a traffic monitor down, how much are we getting? Let's set this to be every 1 second. And guys, this one's going to be better on output of Deuterium than this one. Okay, so we're floating around. It's pretty sporadic. What if we just change it to 60 seconds to get a more accurate reading? So I'll let that sit there, and $2,680 a minute. Incredible. What does it look like for the Deuterium fuel rods? Okay, the strange matter has good production. The consumption is just under, so looking good with that. And we're looking good on production for the Deuterium fuel rods. Okay. Yeah, so this one's going to be producing roughly around 330 a minute. And this one is around 320, 330 minutes. They're actually pretty close, which I find interesting. Because this guy here is constantly passing through 7,200 a minute, whereas this one is less. This has produced 455. This one has produced 427. So, man, it's really minuscule at this point. Okay. So this will be good for a while. In the future, we can just expand these little guys all the way across. Yep. I think so. All right, guys, I think that's the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed episode number 66, the fractionator and the automatic piler. It is leaps and bounds superior than what we were using. In episode number 67, we are going to be taking a look at our high purity silicon. I think we're not producing any of those. If that's the case, we're going to have to head over to our second star system, and I forget the name already. Let's pull that up. So yeah, we're going to head over to Elacrab, and we're going to land on Elacrab 1. So we'll go to Elacrab 2 and set up a mining machine for a silicon ore, and then we'll ship the silicon ore over to our smelting planet, which is Merrick 2, and then we'll begin smelting high purity silicon. Before we could do that, though, we need to establish a power grid on Elacrab 2. So now that I think about it, in episode 67, we're going to automate a crap load of hydrogen fuel rods. We'll ship that over to Elacrab to jumpstart Elacrab 2, and then we'll ship those silicon over to the smelting planet. Excellent. Okay, that is it, guys. We'll see you in episode 67. Have a good day and take care. Bye bye.